feature presentation.
Chère Barbara, comme ta lettre m'a fait plaisir.
My dear Barbara, I was so glad to get your letter and discover that you're engaged now. I've never met Richard, but he must be really marvelous. What a joy to see you again soon. Yes, of course you can come and stay with us in our guest rooms to prepare for your marriage. It'll be a long journey from Italy, but you'll feel at home on the holy mount of Flavinero.
Tu pourras partager notre prière dans le silence.
You can share our silent prayer, and, as you wish, I'll help you to discover Elizabeth of the Trinity. She'll certainly know how to prepare you for married life.
Bien, Barbara.
Well, Barbara, you can take advantage of the silence for a few days.
Tu vas découvrir
You'll get
Elisabeth
to know Elizabeth of the Trinity, and you'll soon find she's a real friend.
Comme vous voyez, au Camel de Dijon,
As you can see, there are a great many documents kept at Dijon Carmel. We have published them in the complete works. All her letters, her spiritual treatises, her poems, her diary, her personal notes, and then a biography of Elizabeth was put together. Critical biography.
et donc voici.
So here, there are a lot of Elizabeth's documents. Here's her very first notebook of poems, her earliest verses, some very good poems for the age of 14.
Déjà à 14 ans, de très belles poésies.
Or there's what I have called her personal notebook, begun by her mother with some passages that she had copied. Elizabeth inherited it and wrote some personal notes, some very personal prayers in it. For example here, to be a spouse of Christ is to live with, to be always with. Very beautiful prayer. It is from here that she tore out a page one evening to write the prayer, O my God, Trinity whom I adore. This is the page corresponding to the one where this beautiful prayer was written.
La colline est très
This place is very silent. It's easy to pray here. That's the chapel, and here's the museum, where there are all the souvenirs of Sister Elizabeth of the Trinity.
Voilà, c'est la cellule.
Here's her cell, just as it was in Dijon, but completely recreated. Everything is from her cell.
Sont ceux de sa cellule. La porte.
Even the door is from Dijon. Over there are all the keepsakes from her life in Carmel. Her rosary, her prayer book, and her hair that was cut on the day she received the veil. She had beautiful long hair. She was lovely and really cared about it, a bit like you. That's the last photo, taken a fortnight before her death, with the Virgin you can see over there in her Yanur Cheli. Here are some photos. There are lots of photos of her as a girl, and a few at Carmel. The first cameras had just appeared. Here, she's dressed as a bride. It was the day she received the veil. At that time, one wore a wedding dress. It must make you think about your wedding very soon.
Ton mariage qui sera bientôt. Tous les vieux élisabétains, finalement, ont disparu. Il n'y a plus ni l'endroit où elle est née.
All the places connected with Elizabeth have disappeared. There's no longer the place where she was born, the military camp at Avor, now dismantled, no longer the house where she lived in Dijon, and even the Carmel has gone. But I often wonder if there isn't some sense in all this, something symbolic. Elizabeth can't be enclosed in walls. Her mementos aren't material things. It's she, herself, her message that continues to live in the community. In some way, she's more spiritually alive in our community than if one could say, here are the places, here are the things.